So we're going to get into a kettlebell lunge. We're going to, first, there's a few things. I want to break this down. First thing, we prefer if we can get them in the rack position. So this is going to be in the rack position. I always say teach them use two hands just to get the bell up in here. I'm going to tuck my elbow into my rib cage. When they're in that rack position, again, I always tell people there's a few non-negotiables. The wrist has to be neutral. They can't be like that. That's why we give them kettle guards, so they have protection here. If they don't have a pair, go get a pair, the house pair, and lend them. Second thing is we want to keep the arm as vertical as we can. We don't want this. You get like this, they're going to start feeling fatigue here, and they shouldn't. If this, now my lat's kind of pulling it in close to my body. So positioning really important. Last thing, you got to get that hand all the way in through the handle. It's got to be really deep. So now I'm in a good rack position. Typically recommend going contralateral. It's kind of the way our bodies naturally walk and move. So if the load is on my right, I'm going to step left. Contra just means opposite or against. And going here. If someone is struggling with the rack position, the regression is to go into a goblet hold. But I would say try to get them in the rack position if you can. Also with this, a simple way is make sure you're not giving them too heavy of a load. So make sure, again, gals, we're going to give them a 6-8 kilo bell to start, definitely. Gentlemen, we'll get them with a 8, 10, possibly a 12. But be conservative with the load too. Load also, because just holding in this rack position puts a bigger demand on the core, a demand that most people aren't accustomed and used to. So that is your lunge with kettlebell and rack position.